Hello students. In this class of cost accounting, I will be taking new topic operating costing. I will be explaining the meaning of operating costing, the objectives of operating costing and characteristics of operating costing. Now what is operating costing? It is one of the methods of cost accounting. Method to ascertain the cost of services. Here in this case, we ascertain the cost of services, not the products. In all other methods, we ascertain the cost of products like cloth, bricks, what we manufacture, steel, iron, products, toys, cycle, bicycles, automobiles, etc. But in this case, in this method, we will be ascertaining the cost of services provided by various industries. Operating costing is adopted by those businesses which operate services. These service organizations render services instead of producing articles for sales. Service is their final product and their main feature. The service may be sold by the enterprises to customers, for example, bus companies. That is, it is used generally in transport industries like bus companies, tramways, railways, airways, and shipping companies. Uh, it is also used by hotels, restaurants, hospitals, cinema houses, banking, finance, and consultancy firms, electricity boards where electricity is produced, uh, gas where gas is produced, water, and other utility undertakings. The service may also be used within the enterprise, for example, cafeteria, boiler house, etc. Operating costing is a method of cost accounting designed to determine the cost of services and justifiably also called service costing. Its other name is service costing. Normally, operating costs are period cost. Expenses accumulated for a period, say quarterly or monthly, are related to the quantum of services rendered during the period. In some cases, however, operating costing could also be sold as terminal cost. When a plane is chartered for a specific trip, its cost would be calculated as if it is an independent job. So, you all have understood the meaning of operating costing. Now, we come to another topic, that is objectives of operating costing. Means, what are the objects of operating costing? The main objects of operating costing are firstly, to find out total cost of services provided during a certain period, to determine cost units of service provided for this period. Number 3, to find out cost per unit from above two bases. Fourthly, to determine selling price or chargeable freight from customers. And number 5th, comparative study for the purpose of control on expenses. So these are the objectives of operating costing. Uh, Now we come to another topic, that is what are the characteristics of operating costing. In this, the services rendered to customers are of unique type. A large proportion of the total capital is invested in fixed assets and comparatively less working capital is required. The distinction between fixed cost and variable cost is of particular importance because the economies and scale of operations considerably affect the cost per unit of service rendered. For example, fixed cost per passenger will be lower if buses in transport company run capacity packs. Now, what is the suitability of this method? The method of costing can be used in the following service industries. First is transport services. I've already discussed about that in bus companies, truck companies, tramways, railways, airlines, shipping companies, etc. This service costing is used for ascertaining the cost of tickets. If bus is taking the passengers, then what amount of ticket will be paid by per passenger is determined by service costing. By truck companies, if trucks are taking goods luggage, then what amount should be charged by the truck companies for those goods, that is determined by the service costing. Same way in railways, airways, what fare should be charged, what should be the ticket charges, everything is determined by the service costing. Secondly, by supply services like gas companies, water supply, electricity, boiler house, the electricity produced by them is what is the cost, water supply, the cost of water being produced by them, cost of gas being produced by them. In welfare services, also like in hospitals, per patient, what fees should be charged, per bed, per room, what amount should be charged. Here we ascertain the full cost of that patient. Then we add some profit and we find out the amount to be charged from that patient. Canteen, we provide tea, coffee, lunch, breakfast. Then what amount should be charged for tea, coffee, everything is ascertained by the service costing. Hotel, public library, in public services also this is used for road maintenance, road lights and other public utility services, etc. So, in all these four industries, this method is suitable. Transport services, supply services, welfare services, public services. Now, what are cost units? There can be simple cost unit or composite cost units. Now, in simple cost unit, the unit may be simple as under unit costing as per bed in case of hospital, per 1000 liters in case of waterworks, per child in one of the schools, per cup of tea, per dish in case of canteen services, per kilometer, per passenger in case of transport services. Now, but generally we use the composite service cost unit, which means more than one units are taken into consideration. For example, if in transport business for railways, roadways, buses are taking the passengers, then the cost units will be per passenger kilometer, per seat kilometer. In trucks and other loading vehicles, if they are taking goods, carrying goods, then per ton or per quintal kilometer. Tons and kilometers. Two units have come. Hospitals, in indoor we can say per bed day, in outdoor we can say per patient day. In electricity supply, the units will be per kilowatt hour. In water supply, it will be per gallon hour, per 1000 liters. In canteen, meals per person, per cup tea, etc. In boiler house, per cup centimeter gas or steam. In hotel, per room day, per passenger day. In cinema theater, per person, per show. In road maintenance, per kilometer. In this way, we use all these units. Now, how the cost is built up uh, in for making for taking total expenditure, we divide the cost into two parts: fixed charges or standing charges and variable charges. This is done so that greater control can be exercised over new cost. In whatever quantum the service is rendered, fixed cost or standing cost shall not change, and the management should concentrate over such costs. The expenses which vary according to a change in the operating level are grouped separately, and sometimes such expenses are placed in subgroups like maintenance and running expenses. This is done to have a better idea about that cost structure. Uh, so, in this class, I talked about the meaning of operating costing, objectives of operating costing, characteristics of operating costing, suitability, in which industries it is suitable. I also talked about cost unit and build up of cost. I hope you all understood. Thank you.